Jibida, last time we talked about various noun and various types of noun. And then we also talked about in detail the definition of common noun, then proper noun, and then collective noun. After that, we discussed material noun, and then we also talked about abstract noun. Because of short of time and because of this Zoom meetings limited time, we could not complete this abstract noun even. So let's go ahead now. I'm starting from the abstract noun. What is abstract noun? Actually, we talked about it in detail, but here I'm just going to just give you a sort of introduction. That is, abstract noun is the name of a sort of quality, an action, or a state considered apart from the object to which it belongs. So we have to just find out something that is related with somebody, something, or any object, but it is not about the object, it is out of the object. Any kind of quality, any kind of action, or any kind of state that belongs to the object, but we are not talking about that particular object. For example, the brave boy, we are not talking about boy, but we are talking about the quality that makes him brave. So that's what that bravery is the name of abstract noun of quality. The same thing is related with the action, same thing is related with the state of abstract noun of quality. So abstract noun. Now, another that important point that we had here, it was that it does not have any body. So abstract noun does not have any body, does not have any weight, does not occupy the space, but still they've got name, still they've got some sort of identity, it's still they've got some sort of recognition. So that's why we still call them noun. But it can only be thought about, we can only think about it, we can only read about it, we can only write about it, and we can only speak about it, but we cannot touch it, we cannot feel it, we cannot even find its body structure, and that's why it's abstract noun. Then we have some sort of examples that in abstract noun of quality, we've got some nouns made from the adjective, like this good. Good is a sort of adjective, and we just added N-E-double-S, goodness, it became noun. Kindness, whiteness, darkness, hardness, brightness, honesty, wisdom, and bravery. These are the abstract noun of quality because they are mostly taken from the qualitative adjective. Then we've got action. Remember one thing, action is always taken, mostly taken from the verb. Like to laugh is a sort of verb, and from that to laugh, we have got here laughter. And then to commit a theft or to steal things, to commit a theft, and then we got noun here. Theft, to move is a verb. We got the verb, a noun from that. To move is movement. To judge, judgment. To hate, hatred. These are all mostly taken from the verb. And then we've got a state noun, or sorry, a state noun of abstract noun, that it is actually taken from a sort of another noun. Mostly it's taken from another noun, like child. We named it childhood, boy, boyhood, young, youth, slave, slavery, sleep, sleep, sick, sickness, die, death, poverty, poor people. Let's move ahead. We can speak of a brave soldier, strong man, a beautiful flower, but we cannot think of these qualities apart from any particular person. We can only think about these qualities apart from any particular person or thing and speak of bravery, strength, beauty by themselves. When we separate these all nouns from the original object that it belongs to. So we can also speak of what persons do or feel apart from the persons themselves and give it a name. The word abstract is actually means drawn out. Now here we've got some other rules, like from adjectives we can make also abstract noun. From verbs we can also make abstract noun. From common nouns we can also make abstract noun. From adjective like kindness from kind, honesty from honest, bravery from brave, goodness from good. Like from verb it is more like to obey is a verb, and from that to obey we got obedience. To grow is a sort of verb, and from that grow we have got here the word growth. To move, movement. To laugh, laughter. To hate, hatred. To love, love, and all these things. And then here from child we have made a sort of a common a sort of noun, a strict noun, that is childhood. It's the name of the stage, or it's the name of the stage that a person goes through. And then from slave, a common noun. This is a common noun, and from that we have made here slavery. You'll find many other examples on the internet available as well, but we are just understanding here what Wren and Martin actually teaches us. So, okay, another one chapter that in Wren and Martin we have got is the noun gender. This is the most important chapter as well. Why? Because most of the times we get confused how to name particular thing when we have to represent some sort of gender of that particular object. And sometimes we don't have even that any type of gender, male or female, but still that is a noun as well. So we have to talk about this in detail as well here. It says that a noun that denotes a male animal is said to be of the masculine. Remember one thing, male animal is said to be masculine gender. The word gender comes from Latin genus, kind or sort. And a noun that denotes a female animal is said to be a feminine gender. Both are opposite to each other. But there is another one noun, we call it the neutral gender. That neutral gender is actually that does not fall in any either of the category. Like it is not a masculine, nor it is a feminine. Okay, that denotes either a male or female is said to be a common gender. As parent, it consists of both genders, male and female. Mother and father. Child, it consists of both genders, daughter and son. Friend, it can be a girl or the boy. Pupil, it can be a girl or the boy. Servant, it can be a male or female. Thief, it can be male or female. Relation can be with male or female. Enemy, it can be also male or female. Cousin, both categories can be found here. Person, we can say a female, a person as well, and a male is a person as well. Orphan, it can be male or female, girl or boy. Student, it can be girl or boy. Baby, it can be girl or boy. Monarch, a ruler of the state, that is one single ruler. It can be a girl or a boy, male or female. Like we got Queen Elizabeth I, that was a sort of female. Victoria, that was a female on England and the entire world as well. So that is a female. We got King James, that is male. We got King Henry VIII, that was male. So these were all monarchs. Neighbor, our neighbor can be male or female. Infant, a newborn baby, that can be male or female. So these are all common genders. Common genders in a sense that we can apply these genders on both of them. We can also find them female masculine, or we can also find them feminine. Like student में boys बची था वजन, student में girl भी अच्छी थी वजन. Like cousin में ऐसा boys बची था वजन, cousin में ऐसा नहीं girls बची थी वजन. Like friend में ऐसा boys बची था वजन, and friend में girls बची थी वजन. So these are just common genders. They can be applied on any other person, irrespective of the gender, or irrespective of their masculine or feminine gender. Next point is a noun that denotes a thing that is neither male nor female. Remember this thing, neither male nor female, such that life with things without life, take non-living things and mostly उनके बारे में ऐसा जो, but वे non-living things जेके सारी approach में हुए जेके पांचों powers जाहिर न कर सकन, जेके पांचों पान के dominant न कर सकन, उनके बारे में ऐसा गालायूं is said to be of neutral gender. उनके साथ neutral gender चला सी. Neutral gender means neither male nor female. Like book, we cannot determine any gender of book. Pain, we cannot give any kind of gender or masculine or feminine name to pain. Room, tree, class, school, they are all, what do we say, in other words, neutral gender. Apart from these all things, we've got some other important points here to understand about the gender of noun. Like objects without life are often personified. Personified means when objects are given human attributes, human characteristics. जैसे उन objects के, उन शयूं के, उन nouns के ऐसा इंसानी qualities क्यों था, इंसानी characteristics क्यों था, इंसानी जो खूबियों क्यों था, उन्हें जब वो personification, तब वो personification जैसे उन objects के लिए नहीं दिया, जैसे without life होता, that is spoken of as if they were living beings. जी हाँ, इनके बारे में एक अलग ही हुआ सा, यार वे जिंदा शयूं हुजन. For example, कने ऐसा ये चनाव असा खामोशी कहलाई थी. For example, कने ये चनाव सा कि चंद असा कहलाई तो. For example, कने चनाव जो जैसा के मारे तो ये मारन, कहलान, मुस्कुरान, खिलन, ये जो इंसानी क्वालिटीज हैं, अगर ऐसा ये इंसानी क्वालिटीज एडे किस्म के नॉन लिविंग ऑब्जेक्ट्स से अप्लाई करूँ था तो वहाँ सारी चीज़ें पर्सोनिफिकेशन, वो पर्सोनिफिकेशन भी करे सच्चा चनाव. Then we then regard them as males or females. उन्हें personification की बुनियाद पे सा उन्हें की हद तक regard के नाम क्या है, उनके साथ determine के नाम male की qualities सा या वाली female की qualities सा. So that is also important to understand here. Masculine gender is often applied to objects remarkable for strength and violence. This is important. ऐसा उन object के masculine qualities दिनाऊं या masculine gender दिनाऊं जिनको object पानी अंदर ताकत रखे तो and violence रखे तो. Violence मतलब शिद्दत रखे तो के विषय के तबाह करनी, खत्म करनी. For example या नुकसान दर्जी. For example, the sun. Sun ऐसा किसी चीज़ के तमाम घना benefits तो रहे. उन्हें benefits अगर अगर किसी चीज़ के dangerous भी आए. अगर ऐसा पानी बॉडी के एक्सपोजर होता है जो as the rays from the sun, then we can have a sort of what do we say, chances of cancer in blood. So you are such a disadvantage by as चीज पानी अंदर देखने की समझी. Then objects के मुकाबले में non living objects के मुकाबले में तमाम घनी ताकत रखे तो, तमाम घनी destructive quality रखे तो. So that's why we attribute the sun with the male gender. We call it masculine gender. Summer उन्हारो हालांकि ये मौसम जो नालो आप, but it is quite harmful for many people. It's quite what we say violent in other many things. Like ऐसा गर्मी न था बर्दाश्त कर सकते हो साके तमाम कोई बारिश होने में समर में तीन देखे फल आने तो जिन्हें के नुकसान खुद आई लाई. So various things are found. They are really violent qualities in it. That's why we call it the masculine gender. Winter चारों पानी अंदर एक किस्म की qualities रखे तो जेके destructible भी हैं, जेके फायदों भी देती हूँ, अकेले नुकसान भी देती हूँ. That's why we attribute it masculine gender. Time as a time हमेशा masculine gender करना है, and death कैसा masculine gender के हिसाब से करना है. Here we've got example of one sentence that the sun sheds his beam. Look at this. I have used or Wren has used word his beams on the rich and poor alike. So that is his lagala यो साके masculine gender तो represent करे. Feminine gender is sometimes applied to objects remarkable for beauty, gentleness, and gracefulness. This is important. Check as out soft attributes sign, soft quality sign, soft what do you say, other beautiful type to characteristic sign. अगर उन्हें ऐसा के मिलता can be object में like beauty, like gentleness, like gracefulness, तो उन्हें कैसा feminine gender सा represent कहीं था या connect कहीं था. जी the moon, the earth, the spring, the autumn, the nature, the liberty, the justice, mercy, peace, hope, and charity. Most of the times these are all qualities. They have got some gentleness, some softness, something that cannot be violent, something that cannot be most of the times violent, something that cannot be most of the times destructible, something that cannot be most of the times full of power or strength. That's why we attribute these all nouns with feminine gender. Like example we've got here, the moon has hidden her face behind the cloud. The her we have used here is for feminine gender. The spring has spread her mantle of green over the earth. Now her again shows feminine gender. Peace is her victories no less renowned than war. Again her represents here the feminine gender. Here we've got note in Wren book, that is this use is most common in poetry. This type of use, both personification that we call attributing male or female characteristics with any kind of non-living object is called personification, and this personification is mostly found in poetry but certain nouns are personified in prose too. That means in our common life speech that we speak out in a complete sentence without having sort of poetic text or poetic aspect. A ship is often spoken of as she. Country or country, plus country is a female representative. For example, Pakistan has got many beautiful places in herself. You know, herself Pakistan jala istemal kiyo hu, yo feminine gender zahir kar ja. For example, this sentence subject, the ship lost her boats in the storm. And it is her asa lagaya si, that shows feminine gender. इससे गाल clear ना बेटा?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Let's move ahead. We've got some other, most of the times examples that, or some rules we can say that Brennan Martin discusses in detail here. Rule number 1 is we can make feminine from masculine by different words, through different words. It means that some masculines are there, they cannot be designed or they cannot be formed from, feminine are there, they cannot be formed from masculine by a proper or one line kind of rule. So here, for example, the bachelor is a sort of masculine, and for that we've got different word, maid or spinster. Boy is a sort of masculine, girl different word. Brother is sort of masculine, sister different word. Buck is a sort of masculine, Joe different word. Same, all these here given nouns have got different masculine and feminine. They do not have any proper noun. They do not have any proper formation or rule or even regulation. So that's why we call it sort of irregular gender nouns. Another one example we have got here, by adding a syllable ESS or INE or DRIX, we or A in the end, we make feminine from the masculine. ESS how? Look at this word. Actor, we have got here actress. Baron, we've got here baroness. Count, we've got here countess. Giant, we've got here giantess. Here, we've got here heiress. What is male? What is female? Host, we've got here hostess. Jew, we've got here Jewess. Lion, we've got here lioness for female. Manager, we've got here manageress. Mayor, we've got here mayoress. So these are all masculines or masculine and feminines that we make by adding ESS at the end. Here, look at this one. Patron, patroness. Peer, peeress. Poet, poetess. Priest, priestess. Prophet, prophetess. Shepherd, shepherdess. Steward, stewardess. Viscount, viscountess. Now here the Wren has also given the note, that is, note that in the following ESS is added after dropping the vowel of masculine ending. Now here let's go ahead. Look at this one. हिते असां छा था चऊं आखिर में ओ जेको आहे इहो असां शेड कंदासीं ओ जेको आहे उहो असां डिस्कार्ड कंदासीं या ई जेको असां डिस्कार्ड कंदासीं अबंडन कंदासीं एलिमिनेट कंदासीं to add ESS in the end. But in previous list we did not abandon or eliminate O or E आखिर में जेको असां O या E मिले पियो असां उन खे abandon न कयोसीं. But here we have got some examples जंहिंमें असां छा था कयूं इन जो O या A या वरी E खे असां abandon था कयूं eliminate था कयूं to make feminine out of that, like actor, actress, benefactor, benefactress. असां हिते O R मां सिर्फ R लगाई सी O के eliminate करे छॾियोसीं. Conductor, conductress, enchanter, enchantress, founder, foundress, hunter, huntress, instructor, instructress, negro, negress, abbot, abbot, abbess, duke, duchess, emperor, empress, preceptor, preceptor, preceptress, prince, princess, songster, songstress, one who composes the songs, tempter, temptress, seamster, seamstress, tiger, tigress, traitor, traitress, waiter, waitress, and master, mistress, murderer, murderess, sorcerer, sorceress. Now These are all made feminine by adding ESS, but before that we eliminate O or E coming in the masculine. Note is given here the suffix ESS. Okay, one thing I think you properly know this one, that what is suffix? The addition of the some syllables or some letters at the end of the main or root word, and prefix is addition of the some these type of syllables or letters in the beginning of the root word. So here we are adding ESS at the end, which becomes suffix. Suffix ESS is the common next suffix used to form feminine nouns from the masculine, and is the only one which we now use in forming a new feminine noun. Let's move ahead. Now here we've got other, like here, look at this one. We in the very beginning say that there is another one suffix ine that we use, and ix that we also use, or in the end a that we use to make a sort of feminine from the masculine, like hero, heroine. Heroine में ऐसा ine जो suffix use किया हुआ. Testator, testatrix, ix ऐसा rix ऐसा use किया या ix ऐसा use किया. Zar, zarina. Again ina ऐसा ऐसे use किया. Sultan, sultana. ina ऐसा ऐसे use किया या a ऐसा simple use किया हुआ है a suffix. Signal, signora. A ऐसा ऐसे use किया. Fox, en ऐसा ऐसे use किया to make sort of masculine. Now number 3 rule we have got here, by placing the words before or after. असा करे करे शुरू में लफ्ज लगाइंदा हूं, करे करे आखिर में लफ्ज लगाइंदा हूं पूरो. अच्छा इते मां सफिक्स या प्रीफिक्स यूज कर दो क्या, या इते रेनल मार्क में सागे सफिक्स या प्रीफिक्स चलाना तो चोए इते रेनल मार्क में सागे कंप्लीटली वर्ड चेंज तो कराए दे सागे कंप्लीटली न्यू वर्ड एंड प्रीफिक्स या सफिक्स में छा फर्क का. प्रीफिक्स एंड सफिक्स जेको मेन रूट वर्ड्स लगा करे उन जैसा माना में तब्दीली आ सकूं था, बट वर्ड जेको वो पांजी माना पान रखंदो इंडिपेंडेंट होदो माना में. तो the word जेको असां यूज था कयूं जीअं grandfather, father जो जेको फेमिनाइन आहे उहा mother, grand लफ्ज़ साॻियो ई आहे, असां सिर्फ mother लॻाए छॾियोसीं. great uncle, uncle जो जेको फेमिनाइन आहे उहा aunt. main servant सिधे main लॻा ऐं servant main word आहे. main जेको हिते असांजो उहो चेंज थींदो with maid servant मतलब female servant. length, lord असां चेंज कयोसीं lady सा. milkman main असां चेंज कयोसीं woman सा. peacock असां peacock चेंज कयोसीं सा peahen में. salesman main जेको असां चेंज कयोसीं again woman में. washerman main असां चेंज कयोसीं women में. So these are all what's the masculine feminines we made from the masculines by changing the word in the beginning or after the before the or after the word main word. Now here we've got another one rules that Wren Martin explains to us is how to plurals, how plurals are formed, how to make plurals from the singulars. Now there are certain rules fixed for this as well. Rule number 1 is how you are बेटा जेंडर इतना समझ में आ जेंडर नाउन का की था इधर सीख के कुछ कंफ्यूजन हो जाए पूछे भले. हेलो
No sir, काप confusion ना है.
Okay, from boys side anybody has got confusion can ask me beta. Okay, I'll take this as no confusion. Let's go ahead. Rule number 1 we've got here. एढ़ा नाउन असा वट आइन जिन जे आखिर में असा के ss ch and sh मिलदो आ या वरी x मिलदो आ उन्हीं जे प्लूरल ठाण जे असा उन्हीं जे नाउन में es जो इजाफो कंदा आहियूं लाइक दिस वन. आखिर में क्लास में ss तो मिले, क्लास में sh तो मिले. इन्हें जो प्लूरल असा ठाईंदा आहियूं es लगाए करे ठाईंदा आहियूं इहो असांजो हिते प्लूरल थींदो. जे विश में असा के sh तो मिले, डिश में असा के sh तो मिले, त उन जो असा प्लूरल असा छा कयोसीं es लगाए करे ठायोसीं. ब्रश में भी असा के sh तो मिले, प्लूरल असा es लगाए करे ठाए छॾियोसीं. मैच ch तो आखिर में मिले, वॉच ch तो असा के आखिर में मिले, बेंच ब्रांच ch तो आखिर में मिले. असा छा कयोसीं उन सां गॾु es जो इजाफो कयोसीं टू मेक इट प्लूरल. एंड टैक्स में x तो मिले असा के त es लगायोसीं. बॉक्स में x तो मिले असा के त es लगायोसीं. रूल नंबर 1 असा जो रूल नंबर 1 जे हिसाब सां छा असा कयोसीं त जे नाउन जे विच में या आखिर में असा के ss ch sh एंड एक्स सोचे तो उन्हें जो प्लूरल ठाण जे लाइ असां सिंपल es जो इजाफो कंदासीं एंड देन वी डिड हियर ऑल ऑफ देम. Rule number 2 असां वटि आहे most nouns ending in o आखिर में सिंपल जंहिंजे o थो अचे उन हिसाब सां असां प्लूरल ठाहिण जे लाइ es जो इजाफो कंदासीं. फॉर एग्जांपल we've got here buffalo o थो अचे आखिर में, mango o थो अचे आखिर में, hero o थो अचे आखिर में, potato o थो अचे आखिर में, cargo, echo, negro and volcano. इन्हनि खे असां छा कंदासीं प्लूरल लगाए es लगाए करे असां प्लूरल ठाहींदासीं buffaloes, mangoes, heroes, potatoes, cargoes, echoes, negros and volcanoes. But in ये o वाली कैटेगरी में असां वटि कुछ अहिड़ा भी नाउन आहिनि जिन्हनि में असां es नहीं लगाईंदा, जिन्हनि में असां सिंपल s लगाईंदा आहियूं. Like here we've got exceptional cases. हाणे इन्हनि एक्सेप्शनल केसेस जो छो असां अलॻि रखियो आहे छो जो मोस्टली हे क़िस्म जा जेके नाउन आहिनि उहे सभु फॉरेन लैंग्वेज मां वरितियूं. हे जेके आहिनि असां वटि इहे इंग्लिश लैंग्वेज जा पंहिंजा फंडामेंटल वर्ड्स ना आहिनि, पंहिंजा बेसिक वर्ड्स ना आहिनि. ये इंग्लिश लैंग्वेज बोरो कया आहिनि from other languages like Latin, like French, like Italian, like Spanish, like even Indian. So उन्हनि में छा असां कयो आहे उनमें असां es जे बजाय सिंपल s वारो रूल अप्लाई करे उनखे प्लूरल ठाहियो आहे. Like we've got here dynamo, dynamos, solo, solos, ratio, ratios, canto, cantos, memento, mementos, quarto, quartos, piano, pianos, photo, photos, stereo, stereos, kilo, kilos, logo, logos, commando and commandos. Okay, rule number 3 we've got here. अहिड़े क़िस्म जा नाउन असांखे मिलनि था जेके आख़िर में y थो अचे ऐं उन y खां पहिरियां को न को कॉन्सोनेंट थो अचे. Remember one thing मां छा थो चवां y आख़िर में अचे ऐं उन y खां पहिरियां को न को कॉन्सोनेंट अचे त उन जे असां प्लूरल ठाहिण जे लाइ छा कंदासीं y खे रिप्लेस कंदासीं I में एंड देन असां IES लॻाईंदासीं. या अञा बि थोरो जेके सिंपल ठाहे छॾूं असां त y खे जेको असां रिप्लेस कंदासीं IES सां त जीअं असां उनजो प्लूरल ठाहे सघूं. हाणे इहो असां सिंपल फॉर्मूला जीअं फॉर एग्जांपल हियर बेबी आखिर में y थो अचे y खां पहिरियां b कॉन्सोनेंट आहे, लेडी y थो अचे b असां कॉन्सोनेंट आहे, सिटी y थो अचे t असां हिते कॉन्सोनेंट आहे, army y थो अचे and m is consonant here, story y and then r is consonant here and then pony y and n is consonant here. How are we making plural from these all nouns? Like babies IES, ladies IES, cities IES, armies IES, stories IES and ponies IES. But here look at this one. Who's trying all these lines better? Okay, we've got here some exceptional cases as well in this category. Like this is rule number 4. Rule number 4 के हिसाब से चाहे तो कोई नाउन जिसे आखिर में f और fe अचनि था उन्हें जो प्लूरल ठाहिण जे लाइ असां f और fe खे रिप्लेस कंदासीं ves सां. हिते असां छा चयोसीं त ies सां रिप्लेस कंदासीं y खे. हिते असां f and fe खे ves सां रिप्लेस कंदासीं. Like thief f तो अचे, wife fe तो अचे, wolf f तो अचे, fe life में, calf f तो अचे, leaf f तो अचे, loof, knife, shelf, half, elf, self and sheep. ये सभी अस्पान में fe या f रखन था. उन्हीं के साथ छाके जो प्लूरल ठाहिण जे लाइ त f या fe के साथ रिमूव करे उनकी जगह ते ves ऐड कयोसीं. Like thieves, wives, wolves, lives, calves, leaves, loofs, knives, shelves, halves, elves, selves and sheep. All these are made plural by adding or replacing f and fe with ves and then we make it plural. Now exceptional cases is now f या fe में आइन उहे इन त असां जिते कुछ अड़ा भी असां नाउन आइन जिनमें f या fe तो अचे पर उन्हीं के साथ f या fe के ves सां रिप्लेस नथा कयूं. Like we've got here dwarf. अच्छा इनमें वरी ॿ क़िस्म जूं कैटेगरीज थी अचनि. हिकिड़ो असां f भी लगाए सघूं था s सिर्फ ऐं ॿियो उन f के साथ रिप्लेस करे सघूं था ves सां. जीअं dwarf जो असां प्लूरल हेड़े हिसाब सां ठाहे सघूं था ऐं प्लूरल हे बि ठाहे सघूं था. ॿई एक्सेप्टेबल आहिनि. जीअं hoof जो प्लूरल हे बि थी सघे थो ऐं प्लूरल ves वारो बि थी सघे थो. scarf scarves, scarves, warp warps, warps. बट कुछ असां वटि अहिड़ा बि आहिनि एफ कैटेगरी में जेके असां रिप्लेस न कंदा एफ या एफ कैटेगरी में जेके असां रिप्लेस न कंदा वी एस सां लाइक हियर चीफ उनके सां रिप्लेस न कयो एफ के लाइक हियर सेफ असां एफ ई के रिप्लेस न कयो हिते प्रूफ एफ के सां रिप्लेस न कयो गल्फ मां एफ के सां रिप्लेस न कयो क्लिफ असां एफ के रिप्लेस न कयो एंड हैंड करचीफ असां एफ के रिप्लेस न कयो हे जीअं आहिनि उहे ई रहंदा सिंपल असां एस जी एडिशन करे उनखे प्लूरल ठाहे छॾंदासीं Rule number 5 is about a few nouns form the plural by changing the inside vowel of the singular. And ये वही noun हैं जेके पंजो inside vowel जेको आहे उहे change कंदा जीअं मिसाल तौर man and जो inside vowel change दियो man women and जो inside vowel change दियो e में women foot feet tooth teeth goose geese mouse mice louse and lice. These are all, they do not follow any kind of rule, but we have just put them in the category that they change the internal vowel sound. There are few nouns that form the plural by adding en, like ox, oxen ox plural चाहे en तो लगे हालांकि first rule के हिसाब से आखिर में एक सोचे एक चेतो तो उन्हीं में ऐसा छाकना सी es लगाना से plural ठान जलाए पर हे वो word है जिसको इन rule के follow न तो करे हे सिर्फ आखिर में en लगाना सा पानी पान के प्लूरल को पहुंचे जिन चाइल्ड आखिर में कॉन्सोनेंट हो जाए जैसा कि एस लगाना गुजे प्लूरल जलाए बट जिते ऐसा आर ई एन लगाया हुआ टू मेक इट प्लूरल चिल्ड्रन अच्छा नोट असा की गाल याद करनी है रेन मार्ट में जो कमेंट चला द फिश जो प्लूरल है वो फिश भी थी सके तो एंड फिशेस भी थी सके तो बट जो फिशेस वालो फॉर्म है वो तमाम असा घट इस्तेमाल करदा आयु पांजी इंग्लिश लैंग्वेज में अगर इस्तेमाल करना सी द रेयर ओकेजन पे जिते असा के तमाम बड़ी वैरायटीज ऑफ डिफरेंट फिश मिले तो उते असा इस्तेमाल करना सी ओके असा कुछ नाउन एड़ा भी आइन जेके सिंगुलर में एंड प्लूरल में सागा ही आइन मतलब उन्हें सिंगुलर पे माना सागी यूज थे सिंगुलर में वर्ड सागो तो यूज थे प्लूरल में वर्ड सागो तो यूज थे लाइक दिस वन वी हैव गॉट हियर swine sheep deer cod trout salmon aircraft spacecraft series species pair dozen, score, cross, 100 and 1000. हे असावट एड़े किस्म जा नाउन आइन जेके सिंगुलर में सागा हुदान प्लूरल में सागा हुदान जॾहिं असां सिंगुलर इस्तेमाल कंदासीं त उन सां गॾु वर्ब बि असांखे सिंगुलर मिलंदो जीअं मिसाल तौर इज़ा या वरी हेज असां इस्तेमाल कंदा आहियूं या वरी असां डस इस्तेमाल कंदा आहियूं त अहिड़े क़िस्म जो असां सिंगुलर वर्ब लगाईंदासीं जॾहिं प्लूरल जे हिसाब सां यूज़ कंदासीं त उन में असां प्लूरल वर्ब यूज़ कंदासीं लाइक आर लाइक हैव ऐं असां उन सां वर्ब में डू लगाईंदासीं सो इज इट क्लियर बेटा इसमें काफी क्लियर है
Yes, sir.
ओके बेटा आई लास्ट वन असां वटि कुछ आहिनि अञा दैट कुछ नाउन्स असां वटि अहिड़ा आहिनि जेके सिर्फ प्लूरल में इस्तेमाल थींदा उन्हनि जो सिंगुलर वर्जन असां वटि नाहे हूंदो या उन्हनि जो सिंगुलर एस्पेक्ट असां वटि नाहे हूंदो जीअं मिसाल तौर bellows scissors tongs pincers and spectacles ये असां वटि हमेशा प्लूरल में रहंदा जॾहिं बि असां इन्हनि खे पंहिंजी लैंग्वेज में इस्तेमाल कंदासीं उहे हमेशा पाण सां गॾु प्लूरल वर्ब खणंदा जीअं आर आहे या हैव या वरी डू ऐं कुछ वरी असां वटि अहिड़ियूं शयूं जा नाला आहिनि जेके असांखे प्लूरल मिलंदियूं फॉर एग्जांपल trousers drawers breeches jeans tights shorts and pajamas ये सब असांजा मोस्टली प्लूरल में हूंदा लाइक अदर असां वटि कुछ नाउन्स आहिनि उनखे बस प्लूरल में इस्तेमाल कंदासीं फॉर एग्जांपल annals that means records of the year thanks proceeds for sale of the sale tidings means lehru environs nuptials obsequious assets and chattels or cattles some nouns originally singular are now generally used in the plural जेके basically असा के singular मिलदा हुया पर अॼुकल्ह असां उनके या modern english में असां उनके as plural यूज था कयूं जीअं मिसाल तौर arms खैरात riches दौलत eaves and then ये असां वटि अहिड़े क़िस्म जा नाउन जेके originally singular हूंदा हुया but nowadays we are using it as plural like riches do many things दौलत जेका आहे उहा असां के concept singular जो तो मिले दौलत पर असां हिते इनके as a plural लिखी छॾियो आहे riches do many things The following nouns look plural but are in fact singular. ये जेके noun आहिनि उहे असांखे plural त नज़र अचनि था पर उहे in fact singular हूंदा आहिनि जीअं names of subjects, mathematics, physics, electronics. plural कीअं नज़र अचनि छो आख़िर में s इस्तेमाल थियल आहे हिते जीअं statistics. ठीक है ये सब असांखे छा आहिनि अहिड़ा सब्जेक्ट आहिनि जेके singular में हूंदा आहिनि पर असांखे उहे लॻंदा plural में because of additional s in the end. The word news जेको आहे उहो पाण singular आहे पर असांखे mostly plural confuse कंदो आहे इहो त इहो plural आहे. Name of some common diseases जीअं मिसाल तौर measles, mumps, rickets, hepatitis ये सब उहे disease आहिनि जेके singular आहिनि but we consider उहे असांखे plural लॻंदियूं आहिनि but in fact उहे singular हूंदा आहिनि. Names of some games like pilers and draft ये सब असांखे आहिनि singular पर original plural लॻंदियूं आहिनि असांखे. And plural nine. Remember one thing, a plural nine is sub singular nine. जॾहिं बि असां इनखे यूज़ कंदासीं त हिन सां गॾु verb जेको लॻंदो उहो singular verb लॻंदो like is, like does, like his. त असांखे verb बि जेको आहे singular लॻाइणो पवंदो. Certain collective nouns, those singular in form, are always used